So, hi guys, and finally online after what, 2 months or something. How long was it? How long was it until the last stream? So let's see, the last stream was 2 months ago. Yeah. So, how are you? How is everybody? So, Axel is here, John is here, Cicera is here. So, how are you guys? Today we're gonna talk about JKD politics and what is politics. Yeah, look at this one. Yeah, here another family politics. This is there's no hint now. This is result of family politics, right? I was like, let's have no kids. My wife was like, okay, let's have one kid, and we ended up with 2 kids. Yeah. Come. Yeah. So, hi Wiperfang, welcome. We're gonna wait a little bit so the people come in. If anybody comes in anyway, right? So, do you hear everything okay? Sound, music. How is my mic? How is the background music? So, yeah. I was in the gym like 1 hour ago. Went back home, then I did something, I took something for lunch, and now we are streaming here, right? You have any questions, guys? So we warm a little bit up. Of course, not without coffee. Not without coffee. So let's put up this picture. Let's put up this picture. Yeah, there you go. There you have it. JKD politics. You know who made this picture? This one. It was ChatGPT. I said, make me a picture about JKD politics, and the program made 4, and I just took this one. I had a little bit, I had to change it a little bit because it did like 2 J's in the front, with JEET KUNE with 2 J's, and which I then deleted or edited out, and now there is this picture. That's gonna be main subject we're talking today. So John is asking, do you practice isometrics training? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I do this once a week. So how I do anything aside JEET KUNE, so I usually train 3 times a week. Strength training, which I do. Wait a second. Which I do usually Wednesdays. I do body weight exercises like push-ups and dips and leg raises. Currently I do these 3 exercises Wednesdays. Fridays I do rubber band exercises, pulling exercise, and then different isometrics. That's what I do Fridays. And Sundays, like today, I do full body exercises in gym using weights, right? So I do legs, pulling exercises, pushing exercises. So Patrick Shelby, welcome at senior membership. Thank you very much. Aki. Hi Aki. Who are you? Do I know you? Is it too late to get good at fighting in your 30s? I'm 28 now, but I suffer from disability. I don't know if or when I will get better. So it depends what kind of disability you have, right? So if you can't, if you maybe you can walk around this, you can achieve something. It depends. It really depends what kind of disability you have. Q, hi Young. Yeah, my weekend is like always too fast over. But at least I have weekends. Okay, I don't know you because I knew a guy with the same name. He was a former student of mine. It's Aki. Okay, cheers. Cheers. So, like I said, it depends. Lara, Alina, hörst du auf? It depends really what you have. So I had like lower back problems in the last 10 years. You can say pretty much 10 years ago it started. So I had when I was 33, my back started to pain, but it was so severe that I couldn't do anything like for 4 weeks or full month. So I was off work for a full month, and it took about 8 months until the pain went away. Yeah, right. And maybe 2 years later or 3, this happened again, and then again 2-3 years later it happened again, and then eventually when I was 41, I had this breakout of the spine disc. So I had the surgery like 3 years ago. And during the time I couldn't really train when I had these problems, so I trained just really very little, like 15 minutes a day or something like that. So just, you know, to keep going. Usually it takes a few weeks until you recover from this. And so when I got the surgery, I didn't really train for months, so I had to just take time off, and then I started slowly to build up again. You know, so I'm now I started deadlifting mainly because in the gym we didn't have any racks, so you couldn't really deadlift. Now they finally got 2 racks. Now we have 3 racks, and so every Sunday I also deadlift, just starting with the low weights, doing more reps, and then over the time I'm gonna increase the weight, but you know, just no rush. And yeah, that's how you can try do that. I've been taking alternative medicine, which helped a bit. What did you do? What was that? John asks, what are your thoughts on the state of JKD? Do you see fading away as there are so many different groups pulling it apart? So to tell you the truth, the JKD wasn't really present. I would say JKD wasn't really present until Tommy pushed it. So up to then, you had this weird groups, you know, different. Hey Karim, what's up, man? Long time no see. When you gonna come to training again? I mean, you're in Frankfurt now, aren't you? So, like I said, state of JKD, you can say that when Bruce died, JKD was maybe talked or trained very little by some people, and I would say the biggest group, Inosanto group, they do mostly mixing different martial arts. So right, there's no JKD stance, there's just boxing stance, and then Muay Thai stance, and then Wing Chun structure and stuff. Okay, and then when Ted Wong started teaching somewhere in the 90s, I guess, and Tommy came to him that was the point where, you know, the awareness of JKD came to light, in sense of that people actually realized that, oh wait, there is actually a martial art that is JKD, not just a philosophy where you apply some principles to different other martial arts or you mix them together, but you have actually your strategies and tactics and actual tools how to use these tactics, right? And well, Tommy pushed that hard since the mid 2000s. I would say at this point there was never more people that actually knew about Jeet Kune compared to the past, but where it's gonna go, it's really hard to say. And that's the purpose of this channel, right? So the purpose of this channel is just to Alina, just to save, you know, the art. And so even if Tommy's goes away, and even if I go away and stop teaching and stop maybe practicing or die or whatever, at least you have, you know, like a library of Jeet Kune on YouTube. And if in 20 years or 50 years or 100 years, depends on, you know, it really depends if these servers are gonna be saved. So people could really look it up and have kind of idea what Jeet Kune is, right? Axel, I probably have to go in a minute, but I'll catch up on the stream when I go back. So no problem. No problem. I thought AI made the picture, but wasn't sure because it looks so well made. It's freaking amazing, man. You can just ask it, can you make me this or that? And then it does a few suggestions. So yesterday I asked it to make me a few, like, I used to play in a band with the name Likewake, right? And just for fun, I asked it to make a banner for my band with the name, the heavy metal band, and it made really some very good pictures. I'm just gonna show you a few of these. What it really does, it's amazing. And you can use it, look, this for example. Right? It made it like in 10 seconds. Or also this one. Okay. So you can just ask it, can you make me this or that? Look at this one. This would be amazing CD cover, right? Just crazy. You can do anything with that. And it's getting just better, because yesterday I saw a video how the current AI can make videos. You cannot distinguish it from real videos. So in really no time, all the guys who have learned making videos or graphic designers and all that stuff, they are gonna lose their jobs in no time, because I'm not gonna pay a graphic designer anymore to make me pictures, for example, like this. If I need it for my YouTube channel, you just go to AI, and there you have it. And it's gonna be the same with videos. So I'm probably, like, in a year or two, I'm gonna be able to make Jeet Kune videos, you know, like me, with a totally different background, somewhere in the street or in some different place. You know, you just record yourself, and the AI puts you in a different 3D environment and something. So you don't really need anymore a hall to make your videos. You just need to record yourself. That's just, I think it's, the technology is even here now. It's not just available for the public, you know, but in no time, like maybe 2 years, everybody's gonna be able to make really great videos. It's like a, you know, holodeck on the Enterprise, just with making videos. Karim, Long time no see. Yeah. Karim. When are you coming to training again? Hey, we wanted to make a film or something, huh? When are we going to start that? Enzo the Picker. I think Tommy groups and Tacket groups offer a good Jeet Kune Do. I think there are also petite of shots that are good. Off shots that are good. You know, here's the thing. You have to differ between people who are like talented, right? And people who are talented and then show you the real stuff. That's really hard to distinguish for most people. Why do you think Jeet Kune Do is not as popular as it should be? You think there would be Jeet Kune Do schools everywhere? Well, here's the thing. There was this guy, this former instructor in Jeet Kune Do Concepts. What was his name? He did an interview where he was actually instructor under Danny Nosanto, and now after that he was an MMA professional. And he said, you know, Jeet Kune Do preaches about practicality and being simple and stuff, and then he trained all that Jeet Kune Do in the Jeet Kune Do Concepts line, where they do all kinds of unrealistic exercises. And I think that's the main reason why Jeet Kune Do has actually such a bad reputation, because so many bad Jeet Kune Do is around, and so many stuff is passed as Jeet Kune Do where it's actually not. And that's why many professional fighters laugh about that, and also then the fans of these guys as well. So in contrast, if you would take a pro guy and train him in a true Jeet Kune Do, and then he could convince people because they would believe him, right? So let's say you take, I don't know, a GSP and you train him really in Jeet Kune Do, and he trains to eye jab, to sidekick proper, you know, lead punch and all this footwork and everything. He would destroy everybody, you know. A professional with that amount of training, right? So you don't, it's not enough you have just the art, you have to train a lot, of course. It's normal. Hi Pierre, how are you? Yes, Matt Horton was Matt Horton, you're right. So he did the interview, and then he also referred original Jeet Kune Do, like as if original Jeet Kune Do just wants to stop with one punch or hit the guy. Well, that's of course the main goal. That's how you train your tools, but that's not all, right? It's like you say it's as if you would say in boxing, yeah, they try to knock out with a single hook, and they don't do anything else. I mean, a good boxer does that, right? Rolo Poolboy, hi Rolo. Is it hard to migrate to Germany to train with you? Well, it's probably hard to train with me because I don't teach in private anymore, and I just teach my class Fridays. So, Enzo, is JKD Brotherhood still around? I don't know. That was this Paul Bax's forum. I think that's dead. So I think Facebook killed that forum, like most forums. There's a martial arts forum in Germany, right? So it's still around, the biggest martial arts forum in Germany, but the numbers are of course not even close as they were. Yeah. Yeah, my daughter is playing in the background here. You can see. Can you see? Yeah, you don't see. And she's making noise. Is Tesla a very common name in Serbia? No, not really. That Tesla is it's a family name, right? So Nikola Tesla. I don't think there are many. Have you ever watched a boxer called Salvador Sanchez? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't watch boxing as much. Yeah. So let's talk about this stuff here. JKD politics. What is actually JKD politics? So, do you guys think when you point out the wrongs, this is politics? Is it the right way just to be hunky donkey with everybody? Doesn't really mean what. Doesn't matter what I do. Just honky donkey. Everybody, we are nice with everybody. We say you say everybody's great, right? So, or you point out, okay, look, this what you do. That's wrong factually. That's not simple, not direct. There are better ways to do it. The JEET KUNE is a system that wants you to make it more simple, more safe, more effective. And when you start then, you know, to circle the hands of your opponent and block and circle them, and which is absolutely unrealistic, you point that out. Then is this JKD politics, or is this just pointing out facts? Yeah, because people complain about Tommy all the time. Oh, Tommy is so rude. But this is, you know, this is tactics. Now imagine this is politics. So when you don't argue with facts or with actual within the subject, but you attack the personality of the guy. And then you search for some people who have maybe some kind of hate towards him, and then you just look for stories so you can actually do damage to him, so you can discredit actually the art, which these two things, there's nothing, you know, that's nothing related. Yeah, right. So if I'm a rude person, what does this have with my sidekick that I'm teaching? Okay, so this is the way. Just you try to make the guy look good and say, look, he's bad, he's rude, he was rude to this guy or to this guy or to that guy, and therefore he's wrong about JEET KUNE. That's the idea behind it, which is totally nonsense. I don't care Inosanto's personality, I don't care. I watch what he teaches, and then for me that's what I decide what I think about JEET KUNE, or I look what his guys are doing, or anybody else. I don't care, you know, what personality Albert Einstein had, or Bruce Lee, for that matter. I'm interested in Bruce Lee's art. I'm not interested in Bruce Lee's. And when you think about it, Bruce Lee was attacked all the time when he criticized martial arts back in the time. The same what happens to Tommy, or also my channel, right? So, and then and is it politics that you then say you challenge the guy and he is afraid to fight? I mean, how stupid can that be? And then you make a fake plane tickets so you can prove I'm actually in the country where you weren't in the country. So you can say I was there, but he didn't come to the fight, you know, because you just go and you fight guy in the street and you break his leg and then you walk away and nothing happens, right? So we are in the Wild West. Yep, fucking idiots. Plus, then you make videos about the said guy where another guy claims again stuff about his personality or toxicity, whatever, right? Which has nothing to do again with the martial art. This shows me, or should show you how afraid these guys who do this are of him, you know. And so they have to to build up all the stories around that, right? And then you can say, well, he's bad, and therefore the JEET Kune he teaches is bad. No, you can counter argue. You can say me, why is a sidekick to the knee not the most valuable tactic from the distance? Or why is the eye jab not the most valuable attack actually compared to other punches? Let's say eye jab is a strike punch, right? So if you can argue with facts, okay, why is this the case? And you can prove that this is the case. Like, let's say you spar, okay, and you use just punches and gloves, and you hit, you get hit all the time, and you're not knocked out. And now you can do the same with eye jabs, okay? So you take a gloves off, and you say, okay, you spar now, but you do the eye jabs, and your opponent does the eye jabs as well. And then we're gonna see how long this sparring match is going to take. And then we wanna see if you actually are going to try to grapple at this point. Yeah, it's just really easy test. Yeah, and when and then, you know, the counter argument, Tommy bad, for example, right? So that's politics. Talking about tactics, systems, martial arts, do they work? Is this actually JEET Kune what is shown? To me, that's not politics. Politics is to me is when you create all the fake stuff around that, okay, to talk the person bad or something, okay. As long it doesn't have anything to do with JEET Kune or with martial arts. If it does have to do with martial arts, it's not politics, it's just conversation. That's why I don't talk with these people, because those people are gonna, you know, they're gonna come, how many guys have you eye jabbed in the street fight? Right? So if I haven't any, if I didn't kill anybody with a gun, does this mean the gun doesn't work? You know what I mean? Okay, so there's no adult conversation with them. That's the point. That's why, to me that's politics, right? To me that's politics. That's pure politics. Faking stories, framing is a big part of politics, right? Even in the regular politics, right? So the framing of a person, you know, let's say a person provides a really good policy for the people, and then a different guy comes and say, well, this guy is bad because he did this and this when he was in the high school. Okay, so which has nothing to do with actual policies he wanna provide. Okay, so, and same as in JEET Kune, everything that's outside of actual martial art, that's the desperate try to make somebody look bad, right? Okay. And if you do then the same because you just defending yourself, right? Then oh look, he does that. But I never said something false, let's say, about the guy from the other continent, right? So what did I say that's wrong? I didn't make up any stories. Imagine I did the pics where I put his face, where I choke him out, you know? He did that all the time, right? And then eventually he deletes that, you know? So the people would say, oh, look at Thomas, he thinks he can beat anybody. But I never said I can beat anybody or I'm invincible or something. I'm just teaching, I'm showing JEET Kune. That's what I do. And then there's this framing where you can read sometimes in a comment sections, they think they're invincible. What are you talking about? We're just teaching the front kick, we're teaching the side kick, how you can use that, how footwork you can use that, distance and stuff. Okay, so that's what we do. Ich kann das jetzt nicht aufbauen. Ich bin jetzt hier drin, gell? Okay, so that's that's politics 101, okay? And when you don't talk about actual subject and you try to actually how you said it in English, well, let's look me up that how you said it in English. Ah, yeah, you try to distract, actually. You try to distract from the actual subject, you know. Beating around the bush, yeah. You try, you know. So there's, I think we have shown more than enough that Jeet Kune and Bruce was about simplicity. His art was about the directness, and he thought that the simple way is always the best way. The simple way is always the best way, right? And there's no way around it, right? And then you say that, and then somebody else comes and posts a quote, takes it totally out of context to prove the opposite, which there's a sheet where Bruce actually wrote what Jeet Kune is simple, direct, non-classical, and then explanation under each word, right? So what do you don't understand about it's simple? What do you don't understand about it's direct? And what are you what are you or do you don't understand about non-classical? Okay, classical martial arts, non-classical. He did one of the three main principles Jeet Kune is being non-classical. It's not, I didn't make that up. Did I make that up? No. So we are talking about Jeet Kune here. And now the guy comes, Thomas said this and this about the guy. So what? And even if I did, it doesn't change simple, direct, and non-classical, okay? See ya, Thomas. I got to head out. Was good hanging out. Yeah. See you, Aki. And so, we all know Tommy is Jeet Kune, but then I see him say he teaches non-classical Kung Fu. Why? Why are people not willing to say they teach Jeet Kune? What? He can teach both, right? So he does teach Jeet Kune, but he's also certified to teach non-classical, Jesse's non-classical Kung Fu. These are two totally separate things. He can also teach boxing, right? So he teaches Jeet Kune, and he can, if you want to book him, he can show you non-classical. He actually showed me non-classical Jeet Kune as well. I could teach it as well under him, but I don't, because I don't practice it. And I don't really remember all the exercises, so I would have to, you know, redo all this stuff, but I don't practice it, so why would I teach it? And he did this pretty long with Jesse, so he does know all of it. Okay, so if you want to learn Jesse's non-classical Kung Fu, you can learn that. But he's mainly Jeet Kune guy. He doesn't practice neither of them anymore, I think. But these are two separate things, right? So don't mix them up. That's very, very important. Yeah, there was that. So just wait a second, I'm gonna be back just in a minute. So I'm back. Okay. So I had to do something for my daughter, right? So when you have kids, you're just never free. You're just never free. Antonio, hi Antonio. Antonios. Hello brothers, may I ask after which cycle your average students start to understand the points of elements? After which cycle? I mean, when you say me what elements you mean, okay. So most of the guys come, you know, I teach just once a week, okay. So most of the guys come maybe 2 times a month. So now you can imagine how long it takes for everybody who trains actually that little to get to anywhere. Okay, so theoretical understanding is one thing. Actual application is a lot of work. So when you train just in school, you're probably gonna take forever until you're actually capable. So you should actually add your own training. So you should train yourself in addition to your training in the school. If you can train in a school where they open like 5 times a week and you go every night, yeah, that's okay, right? But so in terms of Jeet Kune, you're not gonna find that, because you cannot run a Jeet Kune school 5 times a week. Who's gonna pay for that? So let's just be realistic. That's not gonna happen. Okay. And so even Tommy, who's got a place where he can actually teach 5 times a week, he teaches just free, because most of the guys don't come that often. Sorry for my poor English. I mean, after which period continuing training used to understand the real point of Jeet Kune? Depends on the guy, right? Some guy comes in, you explain him that, and he understands immediately. You know. I mean, what is so difficult to understand in Jeet Kune? So you need to hit the guy before he hits you. Okay. And then win. So you don't need a philosophical PhD about this. I mean, that's good for marketing probably, but let's be realistic. You learn how to kick and punch people. Okay. Sorry, I will ask Albert. It's no, I understand what you mean. I understand what you mean. That's the thing, okay? So you train how to kick and punch, an eye jab, and how to attack as quickly as possible, and how to adapt to different changing situations, okay? And how good you become. Yeah, that's 2 things: the amount of talent and the amount of training you put in, okay? So that's the thing. Yeah. Then it's difficult when you learn it differently before. You mean when you have trained something and then you have to unlearn that. And yeah, that's why I say people who come from Wing Chun have probably the most difficulties to adapt to Jeet Kune Do training, because it's so different. So in Wing Chun you stand square, you have this kind of weird hand positioning and even leg positioning and stuff. And you learn that and you learn that, and then it, you know, depends on how much you have trained. And then you come to my school, and then I say, okay, no, now you have to stand like this. I mean, most people never adapt. They cannot change from Wing Chun to Jeet Kune Do, and they eventually stop training. I have rarely seen anybody who actually could pull Jeet Kune Do off after training 20 years of Wing Chun. Okay. Yeah. So they can't really punch and kick, sorry, but they can't. Okay. Yeah, just try to deflect hands and stuff, but really hook punching, good straight punching, moving, using legs, upper body movement, good kicks, nothing there. Wolfgat, Tommy could pass any JEET Kune test from any JEET Kune instructor in the world, no doubt. But how many JEET Kune instructors do you think could pass Tommy's JEET Kune test? Nobody. No one. You mean when they would come now and just show him what they do, how they do, and then pass the test? Nobody. Nobody. I'm pretty sure. And Tommy has really high standards. That's the thing. Really high standards. You know what the funny thing is? There were several former students of Tommy. Particularly in Italy and somewhere else. And all these guys, they have learned under Tommy. And then they went to some other guys, some other well-known so-called JEET Kune instructors. And they got certified immediately. And started to teach under them. And left Tommy. Because they just, you know, had the name. They wanted to use the name. They needed just name. And that's the funny thing. What happened. So even Mike Van Damme, I think he said he was offered certifications just like that from other people. So, okay. So, and as I run a JKD channel, people pretty much know what I think about everything. Nobody's gonna come to me and offer me a certification. You know what I mean? So... So that's how it is, right? And yeah, absolutely. Simplicity is the key. In the street, you have very little time for. Yeah, look, imagine. Okay. You're outside, you're walking outside, maybe with your girlfriend or your wife and a kid. Yeah. Okay. And then guys come up and they say, now we're gonna do this and that. So, and you have 2 or 3 guys. They're gonna be more because you're 2. So how much time do you have to do anything? 15,000 different blocks and circling around and whatever. So what do you want to be able to do in this situation? Do you rather want to be able to take them out with 1 hit, okay? Or you wanna be able to fight for 15 minutes, okay? Because they are more. Like I said, there was a few guys of us had some experiences with multiple opponents. Yeah, particularly another instructor here in Germany. He had once to fight against 3 guys. And he needed just 1 hit for each of them, so, right? When you know how to hit and where to hit, you don't need... You know, if you kick the guy in the leg, in the outside leg, and he just stands there, at this moment the other guy comes, so maybe the 3rd guys as well. But if you hit him and he's finished, now you have only 2 opponents, and you hit the next one, now you have only 1 opponent. Okay, but if you have to hit any of them multiple times, you lose. You cannot afford that. Okay, so. You better learn how to knock out people. You better learn that. Okay, and you do, and I can tell you one: you don't knock out people with a straight blast. Okay, that's why you need so many straight punches in a straight blast, because 1 single doesn't do anything. You can maybe hit in the nose. Okay, but the people say, if you eye jab the guy and there's adrenaline, or you groin kick the guy and there's adrenaline, it's nothing going to do. Okay, then tell me what's a straight blast going to do with the nose when there's adrenaline? Probably nothing. Then okay, and then you have a 3 or 4 opponents. You know, I show you. Let's watch a funny some Wing Chun. German VT self-defense videos. There was a guy. There, this one. The name of the channel is Intelligent Self-Defense. He did a lot of videos up until like 2 years. Okay. Do we have a short videos? No, it's just long videos. Okay, let's start this one. I'm just gonna take the tone out. So let's switch it here. So there you go. Okay. So you see, just look at the guys in the background. Okay. So this is not politics, guy. We are examining techniques, right? So here are the doing examples. Wait a second. I wanna. Can I go more to the side like this? Okay, so you can see better. Okay. So let's watch this again. So now he explains what happens if you're not trained, like in the bar. Okay. And now we're gonna say. Now I'm gonna see what they actually do against that. So now he's explaining what he did everything. Now this is now the trained guy. Yeah. Okay, so look, punch. He actually what did he do? That was a mistake. Number one was here. The mistake number one here was, so look, here, too close. He's already too close, right? So when the guy, what I would have done, I wouldn't probably even get up from the chair. So the moment he came, I would probably use the back fist. But let's say you stand, and here you come here. This is already the distance where I would now use a kick, a front kick probably to the groin. I would just be right side forward, right? Now you can eye jab the guy or punch the guy. Too late. Too late. Okay. Okay. So that's too late. So that's one example. Let's watch the second one. Oh yeah, this is a funny one. Knife defense. Knife defense. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. How to this is when he doesn't know what to do. Okay. So now he explains what he did wrong, I guess. Okay, that was a good one. Now I think they're gonna show actually how he would defend himself. Run away, that's a good one, okay. But what if the guy runs faster? What do you do then? Okay. So I would say that was okay. So let's see the next one. Yeah. Yeah, to tell you the truth, okay, so a woman, unless she trains really hard and a lot, can't do really much against a man in a real situation. She should probably train as much as a pro to be able to do anything. So, you know, like a once a month self-defense school weekend training. There's nothing in muscle memory, I guess. Use trapping, yeah. So let's see what's gonna happen here. Hi, John. Let's see how it's gonna happen here. I like to watch videos like that, actually. Yeah, I know. Blah, 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 blah. So... Look, when you see, look how massive. No joke, I weigh straight twice as much as my wife. My wife is like slightly over 50 kilos and I'm slightly under 100. I'm gonna tell you something. So I knew a guy, or I know a guy. He's like 2 meters and 9. This is like 7 foot. 6'8" is 2'3". Yeah, like 7, maybe 7'1". So he's a chunk bigger than me, but he wasn't just bigger than me. He was also like sometimes over 50 kilos heavier than me. That's like 110 pounds. And I remember he was a friend of mine, right? When we went into a club and dancing and stuff, and he danced and he just pushed me with his hip. Man, I flew just like 5 meters away, and it wasn't even hard for him. So I just thought, man, if the guys like this comes from behind or he punches, he just takes you and he just throws you away, you know. It's the same is with women, you know. It's my wife. She's like half as heavy. I literally lift more weight than than what she weighs in the gym. Okay, I can push more, I can pull more. What and you know, like I can take her weight and push it 15 times or something, okay? So what she's going to do against a man, unless she trains a lot. And then she's got like skill, like Tommy's skill, where she can really pinpoint the target and do it quick. So otherwise I don't really see much chance for a woman against a guy he isn't really stupid. So now this is a train Wing Chun girl. What she's gonna do now? Get in the car as fast as you can. Of course. That's not gonna happen. Sorry guys. That's not gonna happen. She used the elbow. So the first thing is when she walks and she sees a guy like this, she should just run away immediately. There was I've seen a video. I've seen a video from a German serial killer. There was a documentary. They did an interview with a few serial killers, and there was a guy, and he was already in prison and stuff. And they asked him, how did he actually pick his not opponents? How do you say it in English? Man, sometimes I just forget words. Well, let's say it. Victims, right? Yeah, that's right. So how he picked his victims, and he said he didn't have a specific type, of a victim. It was just if it was the right time, right opportunity, then he did it. And he usually used, you know, a knife. And he said, "Hey man, if you..." He raped the girls or whatever. So, and he said, if you know, if they resisted, to just kill them. There's no way you could stop me, he said. Just, and he was pretty huge. You could see him sitting in a chair. The chair was really small. This guy was pretty huge. So I mean, prey, victim, true. Simplicity is the key in the street. You have very little time, and when an eagle catches a fish, he swoops down on the motion. He doesn't spin around, nothing fancy. That's exactly. Because men have strength advantage, so woman must learn simplicity here. Hey, there was a very interesting video about a professional Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu girl. She was pro. She fought in the UFC. And her main style was Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And she was highly trained in this. And they did the test. I don't know if it was the test or if it was just her training. However, she trained with non-professional guys, so males, right? And they were no near professional level. And she had no chance. They were also Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guys. She had no chance. She couldn't because they had enough knowledge. They could prevent her from doing their technique, and they were all, of course, stronger. And this disadvantage in strength is so big that even if you're professional, you lose against, let's say, a professional male boxer, a professional female boxer is gonna lose against a male amateur, very probably. Okay. So let's watch. So what did she do at so the first one was elbow, and the second one was elbow as well. So one elbow, here's the one elbow, and what was that? Second elbow, so you see the elbow here. I mean, you know that the point is when you weight as twice as much as the other person, you grab them, you just push them away. Looks like the Wing Chun guys in the background are not able to use their feet the right distance properly and don't think their punches have any hammering power behind. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. So let's see the upcoming videos how Thomas bashes Wing Chun. Hey, you can watch this and you can make up your own opinion about that. If she's short, too short to reach eyes, change the weapon to target map. Yes, but like I said, she would have to train really much. And I had a female student. Jennifer is her name. She was very talented. She was one of the most talented people I have ever seen, including males. Right? She had that motoric skill. She picked everything quick up. The point is, she was like 45 kilos. You know, not even. She was like 90 pounds, 95 pounds. You could lift her like this with one arm. Okay. So very little weight. So when you're so lightweight, you need to have very strong legs and strong muscles and momentum to actually have strong punches and strong kicks. But that's really big disadvantage when you're so small and lightweight. Okay, kick to the balls as quick as you can. Okay, don't try to punch the guy. Don't try to hook the guy, elbow the guy as a woman. Go straight to the balls and go with the fingers to the eyes. When he holds you, Go to his eyes and push your fingernails in the eyes as deep as you can. That's your only chance. And if he has a knife, make your testament. Okay, that's one video. So, oh, defense against multiple opponents. That's a funny one. That's probably a funny one. Yeah, let's see. Oh no, no, please don't do anything to me. Boom. Yeah, we did that movie like that, you guys. You remember that? Do you remember? I'm gonna show you after that. Okay, so that's now he's explaining his mistakes. The mistake was he didn't do anything. So now there's a skilled fighter. Hey, that's the same guy from the bar. Look at this. What's wrong with this video, guys? What's wrong with this video?
Don't she's a murderer.
What are the other two guys doing? How many? Look how. Let's count the seconds. Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He literally spent 7 seconds with one guy. You need one eye jab. You would go like this. Boom, eye jab. Finished. And don't block. Okay? You have enough room to move. Why you wanna block? Yeah. Straight to the vital targets. Unless you have Lucy Power as a woman. Yeah, the better you train as much as he did. Okay, so now he's explaining. Okay, so no thanks. What's the next one? Yeah, the drunk one. Math of the street fight. Okay, this is a attack in the park. It doesn't matter where it is. So she's looking at her mobile phone all the time. Okay. So now she's aware more. Oh. If she can react like that from nowhere, I would say well done. Yeah, but use your front leg. Okay, so look here. You see? You could use this leg instead. Okay. So, I found it also very unlikely that she would react like this. Especially if you train in Wing Chun, because they don't do a lot of groin kicks, as far as I know. I don't see any you see any groin protectors here? You should do this all the time. Should be your main training. Just kicking, front kick, low front kick. Eye jabbing, especially for women. Okay. That was... Which one? This was this one. Oh, watch out from the... Watch out of headbutts. Tactic in the self-defense. What was that? Okay, let's do that. Let's watch this again. Oh, boom, boom, boom. What did you do? Okay, that's... I would say that you should... when somebody comes from the front and he grabs your neck like this, you have already done everything wrong. Why are you letting him come so close? He could have a knife. He could have now in this hand a knife, or maybe in this hand a knife. Why are you letting him even so close? Okay. So, but let's say somebody grabs you, you can go for the nuts, that's okay. Oh man, man, man. Most men don't condition their fists or bare knuckle punching, so they have never heard of a woman who does iron fist or knuckle. Yeah, probably not. Yeah. And let's go. Boom, boom. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen when you let somebody come too close. Oh. Boom. Aha, that was the headbutt. Nice. So many examples. What the hell? My door doesn't close, so there you go. Yeah. So these are I would say these are some pretty mediocre Wing Chun and guys. So let's watch some top guys. Let's watch some videos of Emin Botstepe. Some older ones. What is this? Okay. No interviews. Okay, what's this? Let's watch that one. There you go. So I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. Wait a second. Which one is this? So webcam. I'm gonna make myself smaller, guys. So I'm not in the way. There you go. Look. So small I can get. And this one. Let's make this one a little bit bigger. So there you go. I think that's better. Okay. So this is apparently a seminar. When was that? When was that? It doesn't say. "100% credits to the stuntman in tank top." This guy. Okay, let's watch this. So, you see what I mean by this? There's so many complicated things. There's nothing. You just go to the eyes. Yeah, this should be eye. This should be. Yo, this is not Wing Chun. So, as you maybe don't know, he used to be trained in kickboxing. I guess I think somebody told me he did kickboxing, and he used to be wrestler as well or something. Because this was no Wing Chun. Okay, this was a kickbox, a back kick. Okay, so okay, so eye jab, groin kick, hook, straight. Okay, why would you do this? That doesn't make any sense in the street. Doesn't make any sense. You see, he used to wrestle. You can see. I think probably Olympic wrestling or something like this. But why would you do this actually? Okay. This was no Wing Chun as well. So there was a second sweep. I saw that it didn't work. Again. So what do you learn here actually? Yeah. Here you can see that he was actually a wrestler, and he did also kickboxing or Thai boxing. Yeah. Okay, so let's watch the next one. What do we have? The old here. Knife defense. Yeah, he's showing how it doesn't work. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's definitely true. So you try to block a knife if the other guy isn't complete idiot, the guy with the knife. That's what's probably gonna happen. The thing with knives is, I mean, the background music is so loud. Wait a second. I'm gonna make it so a little bit less for you. So the thing with the knife is you don't need much skill. You just need to touch the guy, basically, you know, with a little bit pressure. You don't need to put your hip into the punch, you know, to use your footwork, angling off and stuff. You just need, you know, to touch the guy. So now try like a play exercise, you know. Tell your training partner to touch, just to touch you with the fingers, anybody on the body, just to touch you. And you try to prevent him to touch you. And he can touch multiple times. And you're gonna see it's practical. And he can even touch you here, okay, on your hand. So you have to prevent him from touching you. And you're gonna see it's impossible. So the only way you can prevent him to touch you is when you touch him first. Okay. So here as well. So that's the problem now, you know. If somebody stands like this, I'm not gonna go with a knife like that. I'm gonna cut his hand or his arm or whatever. Okay. So this doesn't work as well. You know. So how you can surprise your opponent is definitely not to go in a on guard stance, any kind of on guard stance. You know, you just keep your calm, and as soon as he steps in, then you switch to attacking. Knife, dangerous as hell, so no secret. Okay, and so don't think you're safe. But if you can't go away, I would suggest attack first, and then attack at the line away from the knife, right? A little bit sound effects. So now when you have something, okay, that's easier, because you can slap his hand. When you have a stick or something, you can hit his hand, right? His knife hand, you just hit there. Okay. Anything gives you advantage. Umbrella could help as well. There's this... Have you heard, guys, of this self-defense umbrella? About $100. It's practically indestructible. You can use it as a weapon. Okay. So... now he does... yeah. Yeah, he behaves totally different with the knife than the guy when he was attacking. Okay, so... who's that? Wing Chun against MMA. I see. Those are two pros. Two professionals. I don't see a single punch. What's that? Hook the guy. Just hook left, right, bam, bam, bam. There's the Wing Chun structure. Going nowhere. When you stand square, you can't move. That's the problem. That's 27 minutes. Oh my god, that's an old video. My Gary. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, that's the karate guys too. I don't know what he's saying. Okay, going in against the kick is not a bad idea. But the way they do this is really... You see how he started? He started actually before. So because, look his weight, you see? Let's go back. So, now you see, he doesn't actually kick. Now I have to say again. There you go. So here, the next one is it. So you can see here, he's already leaning forward because he knows that the guy is going to kick. He expects the kick. Look, his weight is switching forward, switching, and he doesn't even kick. And now he comes. So he has the advantage he has here because he knows that the kick is going to come. Okay? And that's what it makes it unrealistic. When you know the attack that's going to come, then you can apply your technique against very easy. The thing, what changes is when you don't know the attack. So the idea in JEET KUNE and Bruce head is to use the things that works against most of the attacks. So something that works against all kicks, all punches, or most of them. So if ever, you would need just to modify footwork a little bit, but essentially use the same thing against these kind of attacks. Shows all the places you would be cut. Yes, absolutely. Umbrella. What would be John C? His sword stick, the Avengers. Sword stick, sword. I mean, sorry guys, sometimes. Okay, so you see, he started actually his lean forward before the kick came. Here as well. Okay. You see. Okay. I say my students always, when you punch, don't pull your rear leg forward, just like he did it here. You know, look, and now he's pulling his leg forward after the punch. Okay, it's different art, man. The art is different. So, this is a top Wing Chun guy, right? Or used to be, whatever. What is that? Yeah, just duck under, go under and go to the groin. Axel back, are you back? Hi. Yeah. Yeah, we are analyzing a few videos. A few top Wing Chun videos. So, let's see what's here. Seriously, I think if this guy learned proper JEET KUNE, he would be pretty good. Because he's, you know, his mindset is different. He's a kind of a fighter guy, right? Yeah, I assume as that he is. I don't know what his height is. Maybe 6 foot or something. Maybe more. Sometimes I think people are bigger, but then when I read, oh, he's a head smaller than me. Okay. Okay, so this kind of... I think that was the time where he was under Kernspect in the Wing Chun organization. Okay, let's see some other videos. There was a demonstration of his. What's that? mix. Let's see, few older videos. What's that? Security. Oh, he's now older now. Why people get older? Okay. Oh, this old. Yeah, inefficient. You that's this here is the definition of inefficient. Look how much he, you know, how much energy, how many strikes, how many, you know. Yeah. Now he's gonna show his body. I should do that as well in my videos. Yeah, okay. The definition of that's not, so that's a pushing punch, right? You can see that he's pulling back and now he's pushing. Okay. Yeah, that's not Bruce Lee's 1-inch punch. Okay, his Chisao. You know, the funny thing is when his teacher, Kai Kenspecht, he did Chisao with Jesse Glover. He invited Jesse Glover in to Germany to do a seminar for him, and they did Chisao in, I think, in his hotel room or something. To Jesse, he just threw him against the hotel walls. And you know, and Jesse, he learned from the guy who didn't learn the old Wing Chun. Yeah, there's no forward pressure in this Chisao. There's no forward. That's this typical Wing Chun Chisao. No forward pressure. Yeah, that's where Bruce modified it. Okay, now he's doing the not watching. I can do that as well. Chisao with not looking. Okay, multiple opponents. 1, 2, 3. You see, takes too long for each. One eye jab, one groin kick, one side kick. Should it? That's what should it be. He's always waiting, passive for the attacks. Why don't you attack? Attack now! Don't wait. Here. What? So here could you go to the groin? You could go eye jab. You could go side kick to the knee. Yeah. Yeah. That's not Jeet Kune Do, guys. Wing Chun is not, I can tell you, this is not Jeet Kune Do, and doesn't even resembles slightly in any sense Jeet Kune Do. All these mainstream arts have just commercialized, yes. Yeah, that's, I mean, I was 18 years old. I started with Jeet Kune Do with 17, and I was 18 or 19, something like this. And I got my full sparring protection at age of 17 or something. That's when I read all the fighting method books. And I train every Sunday with a friend of mine. And then a few years later, like when I was like 19 or 20 or something, I can't really remember. There were a few Wing Chun guys. They trained also at the place where I trained. That was a karate school. I used to be a karate student, and I stopped training, but I went still training there because they had multiple training rooms. And the trainer, he told me, hey, you can still come. So I paid my fee, and but I just trained for myself. And there were a few Wing Chun guys, a small Wing Chun group, about 5 guys or something. And we talked a lot about martial arts and stuff. And I told them what I do, and that I have this sparring. There's a picture of me on Facebook where I have this stuff on me, and I think they said if I would bring it, so we could spar, we could test it. Oh, I said okay, yes, of course. And next time I brought my bag to this bag with the sparring protective gear with me, because I have it for 2 persons, for myself and you know. So, and we sparred, and I mean I trained Jeet Kune by myself like for not even 2 years probably. And I'd say, but they had no chance, man. They had no chance in sparring. They couldn't apply anything. So there you go. And one of them he did for what, 20 years Wing Chun or something. And I still know them. These are okay guys. I mean, they're totally okay and everything. So there you go. So that's how I was never impressed with Wing Chun. Never. So somebody said about my video, so effective. What video is it? Ah, there you go. Yeah, the step back. This one, right? Where you what's the name of the step? Foot replacement, you know, where you can step back. I can cover almost more than 2 meters with that step. So because people say always, if you stand like in Jeet Kune stance and somebody wants to do a leg tackle, single leg takedown, you can't go away, so he can grab your leg, but you have your footwork, you know, like here you have your footwork. So if you stand like this, you know, the guys in MMA stand often, not always, stand often square. And then when somebody shoots down for the legs, they can't go away because they can just better move to the side, but not away of this attack. So they have to slip the legs away in order not to get caught. But if you stand correctly, right? So like here, then you can just go away. Okay, it's pretty easy. That's how it works, actually. Yeah. So, John, how's your training going? Do you actually have a regular job, or you teach that strength training full time? Walter, I couldn't go on with judo because at 11 I started getting epilepsy. Okay, I did judo as well when I was 11 for 3 months, and then my dad he didn't want to drive me there anymore, like 3 times a week, so I had to stop training. But I liked the training very much. So I learned how to fall properly. So when we played outside, you know, and on the concrete, and you know, as kids, and when I learned judo, even it was just 3 months, and I fell on the ground, I knew how to break the fall. Yeah, that's the first thing you learn, and it really, yeah, and it really, I use it really, you know, not to injure myself when I fall down, or even when I fall down from a bicycle or something like that. I can remember on one or two occasions. Yeah. Now I'm just heavy. Yeah. So okay, so guys, you know, that's Jeet Kune politics, is talking about BS that doesn't have anything to do with martial arts. You can talk about the guys and you can say, okay, I find this technique very unrealistic, very inefficient, or whatever. But when you then trying to frame guys and you try to say, oh, they are just bad personality, which doesn't have anything to do with the subject, that's politics. That's politics. I remember strength training where guys of 12 would lift me up when I was 7, and yeah. I mean, as a kids, right? I was never the strongest the strongest one. And I really wasn't also never the biggest one. I just grew tall just when I was like 15, between my 14 and 15 year. So where's my channel? I was in the gym today, and I did some weightlifting again. So here you can see the rack. Okay. Here you can see the rack. I just put 5 kilos on each side, so the bar is 20 kilos. So you have 30 kilos here to warm up. And at the moment I do 10 kilos on each side, and I do I don't know, so like 10 reps, like 3 or 4 sets with 10 reps. So just to build up here the back side muscles, okay, before I start going heavier, because I can, even if I do this lightweight, I can still feel it in my back. So I'm really careful. So I want really to build the lower back up before I start to get any heavier, okay? Because once you fuck this up, you know, that's it. And I already had a surgery one. So, and that's one of the best exercises. John, you can say it's been my way of taking guys into JKD. Yeah, I just coach people. Yeah, okay. So what, John, what do you say about this form here? Is it okay? Wait, I have a video. I'm gonna show you a video, so tell me about my form. Wait a sec. I'm gonna hold it in the camera. There it is. So let's start it. Okay, let's go. Watch this. My shoulders, I'm a little bit more back. What do you say? So let's go again. Oh wait, I have something else. I can put it on the screen. I just need another browser. Give me a second. Give me a second. So there's WhatsApp. Yeah. So open up. There you go. There's the video. Okay, huh? What? Why don't I see? Oh, there. So there you go. Okay, so now I can I make this big? There you go. So now watch. Okay. So let's go. I can feel it. I can still feel it in the lower back. So a little bit, okay? But I try to keep this as straight as I can, my back, and not to go too deep. But the form looks pretty okay, right? Or what do you say? Yeah, if the angle was a little bit more from the side, you could see it probably better. So this guy in the background, wait a second. This guy in the background, you see him? He bench pressed 100 kilos when I was there. So 225 pounds. Multiple times. I get my clients to use resistance band to tie to a heavy dumbbell. Oh, I see. This forces more hip to dry, but where can I tie it here down there? You can stand on it, for example. Yeah. I could also use, if I'm not sure, weight belt, right? If I'm not sure because of my back. Looks good, yeah, thank you. Yeah, I would say as well. I mean, last time I was there, I took like, what did I have there? I think 20s on each side. And then I felt it a little bit more in my back. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go back. So maybe all these muscles, you know, around the spine, so that gets maybe stronger and stuff. And you know, and I still feel when I lift with when I compress my back with any exercises, I still feel slight tickling in my right foot, right? So that's never gonna go away. Yeah. So yeah. Man, this exercise, that's like running. When you're finished, you're just out of breath. And there was a video when guys doing this, they just fade out because they forget to breathe. Right? This can happen. There you go. So, yeah. When you wanna, I have my client reset from each rep. How do you mean? So you lift it up, you put it down, and then you take the barbell again for the next rep, or what? The key thing is getting the slack out of the bar with the upper back arms straight. Okay. Okay. Yeah. It looks pretty straight here. That's my biggest fear is here to get around here, down back, and then not being able to get up again. Yeah. So that was also my main reason I decided, well, so I'm going to cut my my weight down, right? So I'm getting back to like 90 kilos, so I have less weight on my back, and then build up strength. Okay, I send you a clip of the band. Okay, send me. Yeah. Are you planning? You had some technical problems last time with the streaming, but you stream with your mobile phone, right? So you didn't have a good connection. When I've done this lift, I feel an enormous strain on my lower back. So you have probably too much weight on it. Okay, so just reduce the weight so much that I just stopped doing it altogether. Even the bar feels like a lot of weight to me. Just the bar alone. It sucks. I feel so weak. I feel so weak. Bulgarian split quads helped me recover from my back injury. I need to try these. Okay. You had also a back injury? What kind of back injury did you have? There's a saying in German, sport kills. Tommy lifting weights now, that's mind-boggling. Yeah. So you have to remember, Tommy is like 170. What is that? 5, 6 or something, you know? When you're smaller, you can lift much heavier. Because, you know, when you're in a bench press, I have to push my barbell like twice as long, as much as a smaller guy. That's why the big guys usually can't lift as heavy, and all the records are set by much smaller guys, usually. And also because of the leverage angle and everything, okay? The bigger you are, so you're not gonna find a gymnastic high level guy that is like my hate, right? Because all of the leverage, it just works against us. Yeah. So unfortunately, and if you you get injured much faster when you're as tall as myself. Look. Yeah. But they got in my gym, they got these 2 racks recently, and 3 bench presses. One normal bench press, one bench press where you go slightly up, and other one bench press where you press slightly downwards, like a 30-degree angles. You can see the one behind here, that's where you press up. On the one that stands here, that's where you press like in the negatives. Okay. Injury was from pulling 500 pounds. That's like 220 kilos. Yeah, but you just have to watch that, man. I wouldn't even try that. You know, I would rather do more reps with less weight. But even, you know, on the last reps, when you get tired, you can even there, you can fuck up. Which exercise was that? Was that here? John and Thomas, is Tommy the most impressive? John and Thomas, is Tommy the most impressive martial artist you have ever seen in terms of attributes? I've seen personally, yes, I would say. It depends, you know, it depends what attributes you like. If you like aerobic stuff where guys do saltos and flip kicks and whatever, of course the Tommy's, yeah, then nothing for you. Okay, but if you look for attributes like powerful puncher, fast, quick, lightning fast, and then Tommy definitely. Yeah. John Ken's channeling his inner Rambo. Yeah. So. Yeah. JKD politics. That's JKD politics. Deadlift. Ah, also deadlift. Yeah. I think I'm pretty sure. Do you know this? You know Jeff Cavalier. You probably know this guy. Have you heard about this controversy where he showed his deadlifts and he claimed he would deadlift this and that much, and he showed it, and then people saw and pointed out that on his barbells there were fake plates. So he didn't actually deadlift as much. So he claimed he would deadlift, I don't know, some 450 or something, but it wasn't nearly as much. And Greg Duchette, how is he, what's his name? Greg Duchette, he made a video about that as well. I don't think he's natty. Who? Jeff Cavalier. Oh, he's definitely natty. Trust me, he's natty. Yo, if he wasn't natty, he would be much bigger. He's not that big. He's not, you know, his chest and all over the size. He's, you know, he doesn't have any fat and stuff. He has got big biceps, balls, right? But he's not this bodybuilder type of big. I don't think he takes anything. Yeah, you can do that. Trust me, Axel, you can do that. I mean, he doesn't do anything else, and you have to watch your nutrition. That's the key. Fake plates. You know this video? You don't know this? Okay, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. There, Scott Herman. You know him. So Let's let him talk.
With everything that's going on in the world right now, was Jeff Cavalier of Athlete X possibly...
Wait, I'm pausing. Left monitor. Okay, so let's watch this.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So, the last thing I thought I would be talking about today, with everything that's going on in the world right now, was Jeff Cavalier of Athlete X possibly using fake plates in his video.
So here, this ones, I think this outside ones, or one of these are fake.
Videos for years, like years. You guys sent me videos as early as 2013 where it looks like he's using fake weights. And I know a lot of you guys probably clicked on this video because you thought, wow, not only can you see that the weights change, you know, from the beginning of the bar to the end, where the end plates, they look like the fake weights, but there's specific form cues that you need to have when you're lifting as heavy as you are. Like, you need to pull the slack out of the bar. Your arms should already be locked out before you start lifting the weight off the ground. Elbows should be locked out. Lats should be tight. Like, there's a few different things that need to happen when lifting heavy weight like that. And for those of you who lift heavy, you obviously know what I'm talking about. Same goes for bench or any exercise where you lift heavy. Squatting too. Now, am I trying to say that Jeff doesn't know what he's talking about when it comes to teaching exercises? Guys, I'm not saying that. And I know Jeff and I butt heads on various exercises on what's good to do and what's not good to do. I just don't think that it's okay to say specific exercises are bad, because in my opinion, every exercise has its place. Like, for example, you got people who say, you know, pressing behind the neck is bad, unless you're a rock climber. If you're a rock climber, then all of a sudden you have the functional mobility in order to be able to do that exercise safely. Like, it makes no sense. Either something's bad and it's terrible for you, or it's not. And for a lot of exercises, if you have them...
Deadlift. Here.
Of course Jeff is using fake weights!
The controversy started when people began to question his physique. Because believe it or not, this guy is 48 years old and he looks better than guys half his age.
Yo, this is 90 pounds? There's no need to use fake weights.
First of all, many fitness experts believe he is misleading his followers by setting unrealistic goals just to get more views. They also notice that when he loads the bar, it doesn't bend like it's supposed to bend with all that weight. Another influencer found out about a company that sells the fake weights Jeff is allegedly using.
I believe Jeff's plates have that same plastic coating look.
Jeff has not responded to all these fake weight allegations. He just defended himself from the steroid accusations, but now people are...
Yeah, he was accused taking steroids and using fake plates, and he just I can remember in a post on Instagram he defended himself. He said he doesn't take any steroids and here and there, but he never addressed the use of the fake plates in his videos. And as I think Scott Herman pointed out in a video where he said, it's okay to use the fake plates in a video when you explain the exercise. Maybe you have trained heavy and now you're doing a video and you can't lift as heavy, and then you use a few lighter weights and you explain. But what Jeff said, he said actually he could lift this much and this much, and a few of these plates were fake, you know. Fake plates, deadlift. I'm looking for a specific video. But who made the video? Kenny KO was there, I think. Kenny KO. Here as well. You see this between? This between. This is a real one and this is real one, but the one here between is a fake one.
Requested it. I mean, obviously, I'm probably... Now, I get why many of you requested it. I mean, obviously, I'm probably the most notorious guy on YouTube for calling out fake weights, whether that's Brad Castleberry, Gracie and Barbosa, or anyone else who has ever attempted the use of fake weights. So I'm going to make this video very short.
These are fake
of course,
weights.
Jeff is using fake...
These are fake weights.
weights. It's pretty obvious. He's curling 135 for ease. He's pin bench pressing 315. Now, I also want to state many of these videos that are being brought forward and the allegations against Jeff and Athlean X are back from like 2014, 2015. And I also don't think Jeff is using the fake weights in the same scenarios as, let's say, Brad Castleberry or Gracie Ann Barbosa.
But if you always lift to full extension like this, how's it gonna tear? It's not gonna tear.
But regardless, whatever facet Jeff is using the fake weights in, mainly the fact that he lied about using the fake weights in his 495-pound deadlift.
495 pound. Also, he claimed this was like 500-pound deadlift.
Is why this is even become.
And then in a later video, he lifted 425 and the weight looked far heavier. So he couldn't bring it as clean as this one up.
I mean, an issue in my opinion. Athlean X, many of you probably watch the channel, you're probably subscribed, or maybe you've seen a video at some point through your YouTube history. Jeff is a physical therapist who teaches tutorial videos on YouTube of how to work out. Now with Brett Castleberry, obviously the scenario is entirely different. It's all for ego, it's all to break worlds every single day, 22 years consecutively natural.
This guy's
Gracie Ann Barbosa is basically the same thing as Brad Castleberry, where it's quite evident and obvious that it's fake weights, but for some reason they feel the need to post this on social media. And neither Brad or Gracie Ann Barbosa or 99% of the people using fake weights aren't doing it in an instructional tutorial video. I mean, shit, many of you probably remember on my Instagram quite some time ago, there was this girl in a movie warehouse where there's a bunch of props and she's curling the 100-pound dumbbells, which are pretty much the same exact ones that Brad Castleberry was using. I mean, I don't want to burst anyone's fucking bubble, but that video of me on my Instagram curling 315 pounds, sorry to say, but it's not 315 pounds. If Jeff would have never claimed to be lifting those numbers, or if he just never addressed it and just continued to use it in an informational, instructional video format, I mean, shit, there probably wouldn't have been any problem. So, do I have a problem with Jeff using fake weights? No. I don't know who would, but the problem I do have is that he lied about it. I mean, that's really what it all boils down to. If he would have been honest and said, yeah, I used fake weights in order to make my scenes or my videos look better at a higher production level, to make it more appealing to the audience so they better understand, then yeah, I would totally understand that. So enter in Greg Doucette.
If I had to bet my life, if I had to bet $1 million, I was forced to choose. Is Jeff natural or is Jeff friggin' enhanced? My life's on the line. Greg, is Jeff natural or not? Do I have to answer? Yes. He's not natural. He's not natural. Am I still alive?
Now, this part absolutely makes zero sense to me, okay? So we have Greg Doucette, who uploads a YouTube video, now changing his mind on Jeff Cavalier and Athlean X, where before he thought he was using fake weights but he didn't have a problem with it. Now he has a problem with it. And now he's calling out Jeff for being a fake natural.
My life's on the line. Greg, is Jeff natural or not?
And in that very moment is a life or death decision. You were going to say Jeff is not natural. And now this is when things start to get extremely interesting. So Jeff Cavalier, Athlean X, uploads a comment onto Greg's video where he calls him out about being a fake natural now and about all the lying. And he says, "Hi Greg, as a rule, I don't spend my time focusing on those who attempt to gain my attention. I also respectfully stay out of the negativity that often turns YouTube fitness into a sideshow rather."
Yeah, it's same with JKD, right? So you have to just ignore guys.
Than a platform to help and inspire others. That said, you've levied some serious allegations here. I'm inviting you down to take whatever drug test you'd like for me to take. Don't wait, get on a plane, come down. I will pay for your flight and your hotel. I'll even let you watch me pee in a cup if that's your thing. I'll let you bring your own videographer and chronicle the whole thing so you can upload the video to your channel and get the views. That said, everyone should have some skin in the game. Don't worry, I'm not asking for your life as in your gun-to-head scenario. What I am asking is that if I pass your test, that you do the responsible thing for making allegations like this and shut your channel down. I'll also shut down my channel and give you $1 million of the supposed $10 million a year that I make. I will be awaiting your response. I just need to know, what airline do you prefer? So yo, stuff's getting crazy now. We have Jeff Cavalier, Athlean X, basically challenging Greg Doucette to fly out, where Jeff Cavalier is going to cover all of Greg's travel expenses, his hotel, pay for the test.
Yeah, that's old.
Just to prove to Greg and to the audience that basically Jeff is natural. This is where we need to see Greg actually step up to the content he makes. Anyone can be a keyboard warrior, make videos behind a screen. The big cojones of who is the actual alpha.
I don't think he's natural. He's freaking ripped all the friggin' time. He's got a lot of muscle. He's older than me. And he doesn't really train that hard.
Also, this part of Greg's video doesn't make sense to me. It almost seems as though Greg Doucette has a vendetta now against Athlean X because he was wrong about his initial video where he got some negative backlash from it. So now he's changing his mind and he seems to be going on the attack against Jeff. He's stating Jeff isn't natural because he's ripped year round. But I mean, if you look at Jeff's physique, it's just an athletic physique. This is where we need to see Greg actually
he doesn't
back up
change
all the
a lot.
talk. If he doesn't do it,
He looks
I'm
like
actually
that
going to be quite
all
disappointed.
the time.
if
He,
passes up this
he doesn't
opportunity.
grow.
Yo, so Greg says
much.
he doesn't know how tall he is, how much he weighs. I mean, really, you
And
could
he's
have done
pretty
a
small as
1-minute
well. I
Google
mean, he's
search
like
for that information.
I don't
smaller
believe
than Tommy,
any of it.
right?
I think he's way over exaggerating his strength. I don't know how tall he is. I don't know how much he weighs. I don't know what his body fat is.
Greg, you are supposed to know everyone's body fat percentage.
This is the holy grail of body fat testing. No, it's not. My freaking eyeballs are the holy grail of freaking body fat testing. I don't know how tall he is. I don't know how much he weighs. I don't know what his body fat is. No, it's not. My freaking eyeballs are the holy grail of freaking body fat testing.
You all wanted my thoughts on the fake
Does he?
weights.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
they're fake.
Oh,
mean,
yeah, I
it
live,
really could have been a
Walter,
5-second
I live
video.
rent-free
Do I think it's as
in his
serious
head.
as the other influencers on social media using fake weights?
I have to cut
No,
this.
I really don't. I can't really justify that. I think of Jeff's content more as a movie, entertainment. Also be waiting for a response from Greg Doucette to see if he actually is a man of his word.
So the thing with the fake weights, right, is yeah, let's see this one. Yeah, what an idiot. Oh, he's a truly idiot. I mean, I have rarely met a guy on the internet that is as a moron as this guy. But there was another one, a German guy, like 12 years ago or so or something. But trust me, he's gonna delete this video. This video is going to run sometime, and then he's going to delete. He posts stuff about us, then he deletes, then he posts again, deletes, sometimes multiple times a day. And yeah, man, this guy is unbelievable, man. You should really look to lose some weight instead. Yeah, for your health, you're gonna get a heart attack in not even 10 years. So that's why we don't waste time with these guys. Yeah, I should send him an autograph. Yeah. Barton Flat Earth. Hi Barton, what do you think of the non-classical Kung Fu punches? Yeah, it's mostly back fists, right? The non-classical Kung Fu has a really strong back fist. It's like rotating back fist. Yeah, imagine, you know, there you go. So you hook like this, and the back fist goes in the other direction. This is a very strong back fist. Eye jabs, and mostly back fists, right? And of course, straight punches. Also. Big punch, yeah, the big punch, yeah, that's a strong punch. It's pretty much telegraphing, but it's a strong punch. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. This guy has a vendetta. He's running after us. Oh no, oh no. He's doing a live stream again. But we are not mentioning anybody, right? His channel is dead, basically. because his channel exists basically just because of us, right? Unbelievable. This guy has no life. I guess he thinks about me more than about his wife. Yeah. So guys, it's 8 o'clock here. Oh yeah, he might get on this fake plane. Yeah, maybe some fake tickets again, right? Oh, Tommy, the toxic teacher. Oh yeah, no. He showed us the real toxic teacher. Big bunch. Okay. Yeah, I would say we end this thing while it's like 8 o'clock p.m. here. And yeah, I have to walk tomorrow, and the girls go to school, kindergarten and stuff. So slowly but surely it's time. Yeah, to get them to bed and stuff. Okay. So, oh, actually, let's watch one thing before we go. And did you actually watch it? My video from yesterday.
Your psych.
So, left monitor, there you go. So, did you watch the video?
Kick your ass.
David's boxing self-defense. Hi. Hi, David.
Show you a few exercises how you can practice this. So to get different food, especially.
So
when
don't
the opponent
forget to
wants
watch this
punch
video,
you,
right? That's
or he is makes a step towards.
that's that one. This one. I made this picture as well with AI. This one as well, the background of this boxing gym as well. This one I made with AI. I just said, make me a picture of a JEET KUNE finger jab, and that's the picture it made. Great, right? I watched it, like it. Thank you very much. Thomas, are you Thomas' most senior instructor? What do you mean by most senior? The oldest student? No, I'm not his oldest student. I saw the video, it's excellent. Very well, exceptional. Thank you very much. So guys, I would say it's enough for today. And yeah. No, I'm not highest ranked. There are other guys that have the same. I have the highest rank, but I'm not the only one. Yeah. So guys, okay. I would say see you next time. Thanks to everybody for watching. People would say, oh, look at Thomas, he thinks he can beat anybody. And I never said I can beat anybody or I'm invincible or something. I'm just teaching and showing JEET KUNE. That's what I do.
The greatest.
People would say, oh, look at Thomas, he thinks he can beat anybody. And I never said I can beat anybody or I'm invincible or something. I'm just teaching and showing JEET KUNE. That's what I do. Of course, if I jab you and you just won, you're finished. You go to bed, you cry. You go there,